Just visualize yourself. You're dead. People take away what you have. Whatever you fought for is gone. Nobody cares anymore. And that your enemies will jump up and down. The people who love you will cry a little bit. You'll be forgotten very soon. And then they put you in a casket. Dressed up, powdered, nice, clean, lots of makeup. You have to go inside a casket. You do this visualization is very powerful for you to create awareness of what you really need to do and your priorities. It's not anything gory. You visualize yourself being placed inside a casket. Actually, not looking at yourself. Visualize yourself going in the casket. And doors close. And they seal it shut from the outside. They lock it tight. They screw it in tight. It can never be opened again. And even if they do, what's the point? And then visualize yourself in this casket, which all of us in this room will be. If I talk about disease, you don't smoke, you can get lung cancer. That's a 50-50. Some people can smoke like a windpipe and they don't get any cancer. Some people need one ciggy but cancer of the lungs. So that one you say, whatever. But death, none of us in this room can escape it. High Lama or not, even Buddha died. Great kings died. We're all going to die. And if we intellectually understand that, it's stupid. We need to understand it through action. And then when we understand that through action, effort will arise. Bad habits will curtail, and we'll be able to forgive and develop motivations that will benefit others and skills. The meditation on death is not gory or negative. The meditation on death, in fact, propels you to be who you really can be during the short time you have. Not to focus on small things and arguments and enemies and problems, difficulty, what people said and what they... Just move on, because when you die, it's not going to matter. And you will die. Everybody in this room will die. Within 60 years, that's a very short time, every single person in this room will be dead. Every person in this room, just think, 60 years, maybe 50. Every person in this room will be dead. Every person will be dead. No exception. None. Nothing on this earth can save you. You can prolong it, but how long? To certain meditations and practices and merit collecting, you can prolong it, but how long? Every single person in this room will be dead within 60 years. That's not very long. Look how old you are right now. Where did those years go by? What have you done with it? What's the result? What's the sum of your life? What have you produced? What have you produced inside and out? So there's no time to waste. There's no time to waste for bitch fits and complaints and fighting and mind games and avoidances. There's no time. Do you know why there's no time? It's not that hand of God is going to slap you down. It's that your own mortality is short, and will you get another life this wonderful? Will you get that opportunity? So you visualize yourself in the casket. And they lock it. They screw you in. You're gone. And it's dark. And then they have dug a very big hole for you. And you'll be lowered into that hole. Not you watching. You will be in that hole. Very deep, very dark, very cold. Alone. And when they lower you down, the next procedure is to throw all the dirt on top of you. In life, we can't even have one speck of dust on us. In death, all the dirt is going to be buried on top of us. And it's going to be stamped down hard and strong and even and grow things on it. And you're going to be in that ground forever. Dead, rotting, smelling, decomposing. So then the enemies you had, they're gone. Your mind games, they're gone. I don't like this, I don't like that, they're gone. If you're a calculative, miserly person, you take all that karma with you, but you're gone. And all the excuses you made for not practicing and improving yourself, the chance is gone. It's all gone. And all the food you ate is all gone. All the clothes you wore is all gone. All the dreams and all the money you had is all gone. They're fighting and squabbling for it right now. They're fighting and squabbling for your money. And if you were an evil person, they're going to fight and squabble more because they hated you, just waited for you to die. And if you're a kind person, you don't have money, well, there's nothing to worry about anyway, but you have something else to worry about. Now how? Everything you wanted and treasured and liked is gone. Not even a memory of it will be left. Nobody cares. You're gone. And after a few generations, you won't be remembered. Do you know your great-great-great-grandfather? You know your great-great-great-great-grandfather? No, you don't know. You don't even know their name. You don't know what they look like. You have no record. Nobody talks about them. Like that, you will be gone. Then what? Then how? Then what's left? Then all the things you did with that body that was harmful will be stored. And that's called karma. And then now your karma will wake up and help you take another rebirth. And how you take that rebirth will be determined on how you lived your life. And how you lived your life, you may trick everybody around you and be the greatest actor, but you can't trick karma. So if you're a miserly person, you will either take a rebirth as a spirit or in a country that is very difficult to get resources. So you can enjoy your money now. You can count it every day, sleep in it, play with it. You can make love to it. You can frame it up. You can use it however you like. You can flash it around. You can show off to people. But you know what? If it's done with the wrong motivation, your next life will be very tough. Very, very tough. And if you're an arrogant person, puffed up with pride, and you think you're somebody, and you walk around, you want everybody to kiss you, you know what? Well, your next life will be very simple. You'll be born as a servant, as a maid, as a coolie, as someone in a station of life that have no way to move up even if they want to, and no concept of moving up. They just work like worker beasts. And your whole life was in frivolity, drinking and sleeping and eating and sex, and that's all you chase after all the time. You'll most likely be born as an animal. How much you have attachment for entertainment, how much you have attachment for disco, dancing, fun, entertainment, alcohol, sex, all that, how much you do, and the result of that, and at the disbenefit of others. Perhaps if you do that too much, you bring harm to others. If you do a lot of drugs, you bring a lot of pain to a lot of people, to others. You may be born as an animal deep in the ocean, in a dark place, living for a long time, in fear of being eaten. So when you're attracted to all this entertainment, and that's all you live for, and you in fact celebrate, you tell people, I'm going to the party. In fact, you party it up while you can, because you know what? You may be born in a nice farm somewhere, eating corn in mud. And that happens. I mean, look at all the animals born around the world. Where do you think they come from? It's samsara. It's not just this planet. There's a whole universal system out there. It's not just one planet. We're just one speck in samsara. Samsara is not planet Earth. Planet Earth is a speck in samsara. You're going to be born as many types of animals. And there are many animals you can't perceive that the Buddha talked about. So if you're attached to music, fun, enjoyments, sex, alcohol, and you live your life for that, and you wait. I mean, Saturday is your refuge day. If that's it, and you're totally living with that, and you celebrate, and you talk about that, it's all right. It's fun for a little while. Even in this life, it's just for a little while. But the karma that you accumulate from that at the expense of others and your practice will be very detrimental. Going out, having parties, having fun is not detrimental. It's when it's taking the place of something you can do. See, you should do that, but with fun, with mediation. But if you're totally into that, that's all you're after, then you're using your precious human body and mind towards something that doesn't last. And it's not shame, but it's going to be result. And if you use life to kill, if you use your killer, assassin, whatever, you use life to kill and beat people up, and you earn a living from that, and you enjoy. In fact, you go and celebrate. Happy Chinese, go and see Fa Chai. I killed 2 people this year, and I've beaten up 20, and I got contracts, and I've got another contract next year. I'm the best assassin in the world, and you celebrate. You're happy. Hey, get ready for a nice, delicious. You're going to be a roast suckling pig in hell. You're going to be a wonderful roast suckling, and the horrible part is you never get cooked. You just burn. Or another state is that you can be born in a situation where you have plenty of disease. Always sick, always sickness manifesting again and again and again. And you'll suffer from sickness. You'll be born in a family that has sickness traits, and it'll keep manifesting again and again and again. And you'll suffer pain endlessly. Even in the most modern country in the world that can heal every disease. And then that disease is curable, but you can't be cured. That comes from the result of using your body in a negative way. So like that, if we want to do those things, no problem. But we also have to be ready for the consequences. And when we don't know the Dharma and we do it, it's not okay either, because not knowing what you're doing and knowing what you're doing, action is the same. Result will be the same. So you say, I don't want to learn the Dharma because I'm going to know all these horrible things, and so I know it's better. Don't be ridiculous. You don't know it's going to happen. Whether you know Malaysia has a law against drugs or not, if you carry drugs, bye-bye. So you can't say, I didn't know. And you really didn't know, because you can't read, you're blind, you're deaf, and you're an idiot. You're sitting on the airplane there and making a death sentence. You can't hear anything. But that doesn't mean you're excused just because you don't know. The law is law. Karma is karma. No one is excused, because ultimately in the previous life you created the karma to reach that state where you don't know, where you can reach, you can do these kind of things, and you're happy to do it. No excuse. So it would behoove us to learn more Dharma, to understand, because Dharma teaches us the principles of reality and how the cosmos and the world works, and how we work inside and the workings of karma. So if we know, perhaps knowing and that fear will drive us to change. And it's a good fear. That's why we do meditations on death. It's very profound. Very, very profound.